would like to give a special nail addict shout out to Exotica's Empire, Tracy's Nail World, April Shorty, and Shadow Diane for being the first four to comment on my last video. Thank you ladies so much. Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So these are the tips I'm using that I got from Temu. They're XXL square. We're doing the lazy girl method, and I'm going to be encapsulating these snowflakes, some of those snowflakes. I'm using Bloom from Polygel, which is like a really good base color, and then I'm going to use Rainbow from Cora as well, which is a really nice like glitter polygel. So typically when starting the lazy girl method, you just want to make sure your nails are nice and prepped. I'm doing a peel off today, so you won't get to see any prep. But I'm going in with Bloom, and I'm going to create an ombre. So I'm going in with Bloom by the cuticle area, and I'm going to go ahead and pat that into place into the nail welt. Typically when I do my ombres, I do them the other way as a 2-beat method. But I love for like the base color or the bottom color to blend into the top. So this is my first time trying an ombre this way with Lazy Girl. So I just started down by the cuticle, and then I am just going to pat and blend this as well as I can, making sure to turn it over from time to time just to see that it's coming out how I want. And I'm going to do this on my thumb, index, middle, and pinky as far as the ombre goes. But again, I'm just blending it. For my slip solution, I am using 91% alcohol today, which is what I typically use. I feel like it works the best out of anything. Like slip solutions that come in a polygel kit, they work too. But I've just gotten so used to the 91% alcohol that I just gravitate towards it. So I do have like slip solutions from the different companies that I've done and tried and whatever. And I guess I use them for like if I run out of alcohol and maybe haven't just like gotten another bottle, I will use a slip solution that I have. But 99% of the time I'm using 91% alcohol. It just works the best. I did used to use 70% at first when I first started, and I noticed a difference. And then I would watch videos and everybody was using 91. So I was like, let me jump on this train and get me some 91% just to try it and see what the difference is. And there was a major difference, and I really liked it. So I use 91% alcohol. You can use base coat. You can use slip solutions out of polygel kits. It's whatever works best for you. To me, base gel is also a very good slip solution as well. It keeps everything nice and smooth. So I really do like base gel as well, but I don't like to waste my base gel, so I just stick with my 91% alcohol. We are on day 16 of my 25 days of Christmas nails, and this one was really easy. I did it the same day, so December 16th. I worked a little overtime this morning and then got off and did the set, and it was real quick and easy. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. As always, I do want to take this time to say thank you so much to anyone that does take their time to watch my videos or is currently watching at the moment. I appreciate you so much. Please make sure you're leaving a like on the video before leaving. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you so much for joining me on my journey. If you're here and you're not yet subscribed, it's totally free to go ahead and click that subscribe button and get tuned into your girl. Hit your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. And if you are subscribed to the channel, I thank you, I appreciate you, I adore you, and I love you so much. And I'm just really grateful and thankful for you all. So I feel like on all of my other fingers, I put way too much polygel. But then when I got to my pinky, I felt like I put too little polygel. But I kept it as is because I didn't want it to be too much and too much overflow, if you know what I mean. So I just kind of kept it, and you really couldn't tell once everything was said and done. I apologize. You guys are going to hear rain in the background. I ended up coming to sit in my truck to do the rest of my voiceover because y'all know it's the weekend and I like my kids to enjoy their time when they're home. So they're not loud, but it just picks up really well in my phone as I'm doing my voiceovers. So I typically like to move away from them. The bathroom is too echoey. And I could use one of the other rooms, but it's just more comfortable when I can't do it in my room. I'll come out to my truck. And rain, we all love rain, so it's okay. It's rainy here. But as you can see, I did apply. This is where I started applying the nails. So all of the polygel is still wet in the nail tips, and I'm now applying them to all of my nails. I'm going in, placing it on, and just kind of lightly pushing it down. There is spillage, so I take a brush and some alcohol and clean that up on each nail before I go ahead and cure it. I don't show me fully cleaning it, but I definitely clean it up very well before going in and curing, because you don't want polygel to cure to your skin. So I want to be careful with that. And again, I'm just repeating this over all of the nails, trying to make sure that it's on correct and removing any of the spillage that may be there. Once I get these 4 nails applied, I do go ahead and give it a full 30-second cure in my lamp. So once they're cured, I'm now going in with base gel underneath the tips. And I'm going to leave the base gel wet because I will be applying some of those snowflake glitters into the wet base gel. So I'm using my rhinestone picker, but you can pretty much use anything that will pick up these glitters. And I'm just placing them into the nails where I want to. So I haven't done this in quite a while, so I wasn't sure how many I can actually add. I added that one there down a little bit, like so that you can see it through the ombre, kind of like, if you know, you know. But anyways, I'm just applying them. And so these type of glitters, typically I would either fold them in half before putting them down, or do what I'm about to do to make sure that they do lay down into the base gel when they're being cured. So basically these were like sitting up, so I had to take the back of the rhinestone picker and hold them down, and then go in with my flashy, like my little flashlight lamp, and I am just curing those into place for about 10 seconds. And then once they're down into the gel enough, I'm going to do a full 30-second cure in my lamp. So I'm basically just repeating the same thing, applying enough, not too much, but enough base gel. You're going to leave that wet, and then you're going to apply how many ever snowflake glitters or any type of glitters that you want into your wet base gel. If they're not laying down, I do believe you can also use like saran wrap to kind of hold it and do the cure type method, or like, I don't know. I like what I'm doing as far as using the back of the rhinestone picker, because it's like a straight piece of tool there that I can use to hold those glitters. And then I cure them into place for about a good 10 seconds, just so I can see that it's in the base gel and it's not moving anymore. And then once I get as many as I want in, I do a full 30-second cure in my bigger lamp, and they're definitely secure at that point. So for the ring finger, it's the same thing. So my ring finger will be a full nail of the glitters and the snowflake glitters. So I'm just filling the entire nail with base gel. I'm putting all the glitters down exactly how I want, flash curing them, and then I'm going to give it a full 30-second cure once they're all in exactly how I want. So this one here is real tedious and a little difficult in certain areas. So now I'm going in again, and I probably should have applied another layer of base coat, but I was watching my little lamp and it wasn't like curing all of the base gel, so there was still some really wet areas. But I do feel like I should have went in with another thin little layer of base gel before doing this. But now I'm adding in the smaller snowflakes wherever I see fit, and I'm just going to go section by section and just cure in those rhinestones into the base gel. And this was real tedious, so I went ahead and did that off camera. Now I'm going into encapsulate. So I'm using Rainbow, which is that glitter poly gel, and I'm putting it into the nail well like so. I'm going to use my poly gel brush and my 91% alcohol, and I'm going to pat this into place, fully covering those snowflakes and kind of blending it back into the bloom color. And then once it's to my liking on each of the nails, I do give it a 30-second cure in my lamp. This nail set was so quick and easy, and typically I would just make sure everything is nice and smooth underneath and looks really, really nice. So with Bloom, I didn't do what I normally do and check the underside to smooth it out, just because these are peel offs and I didn't want them to peel off during this step here. I was nervous. I haven't done it in a while, so I wasn't sure. And then McCart's Polygel is a thicker consistency, so I just wanted to make sure everything went well. So I kind of left it bulky down there to kind of grip my natural nail a little bit so that it stays on. But it went well. It went well. This was a very quick, easy design, and I loved it. It came out really nice. So I decided to do my thumb off camera, and now I'm going on a ring finger. This one was very hard. Like, this polygel, because of the glitters, was so hard to get out of this tube. But I did apply like 3 big globs into the nail and then worked with those beads. Also, the little stand I'm using, the putty was like acting crazy, so I ended up having to change the stand piece that I was using to another one with a little bit more, with a putty with a little bit more grip. But I'm gonna let you watch me do this nail. I'm basically doing the same thing, patting that polygel into the nail fully from cuticle to free edge, and then I'm gonna lightly place that on my natural nail and give it a 30-second cure. So once they're all cured, I'm now taking a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and just rubbing the underside of the nail because polygel does leave like a sticky innovation layer. So I'm getting that off of all of the nails before moving on to the filing, shaping, and buffing. And I did that off camera. Typically with that, I just go around my cuticle with my mandrel and a sanding band just to get any spillage and just make it more flush to the cuticle. And then I buff over the nail to remove any of that shine, make sure everything's nice and smooth, and move on to the next step. So this is how the nails look after being filed, shaped, and buffed. They're so cute already. So now I'm going in and just finishing up. So on my thumb, index, middle, and pinky, I'm basically applying top coat. I'm going to leave that top coat wet, and I'm going to apply some rhinestones I got from Shein into the wet top coat. So by the cuticle, I'm doing purple rhinestones, which you can't tell on camera. And that's the only thing I don't like about those rhinestones is the color doesn't really show like I feel like it should, but they're purple. And then into the like clear tip area, I'm going to put some white rhinestones in between those snowflakes and give that a 30-second cure. I'm only going to show this one finger because it is real repetitive. And then on my ring finger, I am applying a layer of top coat. I'm gonna leave that wet and just place random white rhinestones into the wet gel and then give that a 30-second cure on my lamp. Off camera, I do apply some cuticle oil and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here is the finished set. Y'all, they are so freaking cute, so icy. I just love that look, man. Rainbow did its job. I love the glitters. I love how glassy it looks. It kind of reminds me of the cracked ice look in a way. Like, it's just so cute. The ombres came out pretty okay. I love this set. But comment down below and let me know what you think of this set. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe and hit your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.